the thing that I've not heard anywhere else that fascinates me, and I wonder if this is something that was the Buddha meant originally and just didn't carry through the years or something. But lotus leaves have a property. They're hydrophobic,
They repel
which
water.
they repel water. In
Mm.
fact, if you remember, the Dockers had some pants years ago. They maybe still do, but they had like a thing where if you spilled on the pants, it would just beat up and like fall off. It wouldn't soak into the fabric.
Mm.
That was designed based on the lotus leaf. The lotus leaf
Mm.
naturally does that. If you take a lotus leaf and you put a drop of water on there, it runs around like it's mercury. You can move the leaf and you can watch the bead of water just run over the surface because the little hairs on the plant are perfectly close enough that the molecule of water can't sink into them.
Mm.
It rests on top of the hairs.
Wow.
To my mind, that's what being enlightened is. Everything touches you.
Mm.
There's intimate contact, but there's no sticking. Everything just flows wherever it needs to go. And the best thing about that is if your leaf is dirty from all of the mud that it started growing in, none of the mud sticks. The water just everything just washes right over it, and you don't have to worry about it anymore.
Mm.
You don't you don't have to brush the mud off. Like the lotus leaf like nature of your inherent, well, you don't have any inherent nature, but the
Mm.
inherent activity that is your experience, everything that is changing and moving and growing, that the inherent nature of that is that lotus leaf nature. It is that nothing sticks to it already, that already. So if you feel like something is stuck, it means you have to investigate there because there's a place where you're not free. You're thinking you're not free when you actually are. There's a rope there that you're thinking is a snake. There's something there you think you have to fix or resolve or come up with a better idea then, when a better idea still is something else you're stuck to. So it's that lotus leaf thing that I'm like, if anybody knows the source of that, if that there's like traditional sources talking about the leaf of the lotus, I would love to be pointed towards the sutras or the whatever, because that's something that I found out about because I think I was like, how do they make these pants do that? That's crazy. Is that like just some chemical? And so I sort of reverse engineered my way into, oh wow, that sounds very Buddhist. Oh wow, it's the lotus. How come I've never heard of this before? Maybe I haven't studied widely enough, but it's fascinating to me.
That's great. I mean, if you were the only one that came up with it or whoever else saw that, I mean, that's yeah, that extends that the beauty and the usefulness of that the metaphor. I mean, that's great.
Yeah, yeah. So I want to be a lotus, root, root to leaf to flower. Like that's to me,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, and
the
just aside from however that might relate to the Vervaeke lecture, I mean, yeah, that seems right to me that you're still connected to all the things that would make you stay in the dark and suffer, and you're rooted in that, and you're still connected to it, right? I mean, are you being fed by it almost, and like it's almost like a good thing or something, or are we going too far with the metaphor?
no, no. I think that's fair, and I think that points right back to what we were saying about the man on the train. And I guess what I was saying about like when you are familiar with your own suffering, you are not bothered by the suffering of others, and when you can
Mm.
see, experience, when you do not put a barrier of self and other between this person's suffering, compassion naturally arises. It's
Mm.
not a plan. It's not a philosophy in the more modern sense that you have to think about it.
Mm.
It's not a strategy. It's not a tactic. All of those things you can afterwards say, "Oh, yes, I saw him, and he did remind me of my grandson, and I saw that he was suffering." And I felt this compassion arising. But in the moment, you're not like, okay, what do? I need compassion. I'm going to look at him. He seems like he's suffering. I will look at his suffering. Oh, I feel compassion arising within me. That compassion brings to mind that, like, none of this is processed intellectually.
Mm.
It's processed on a deeper level. And I guess it's ultimately faith in that deeper level knowing what it's doing so you don't have to monkey around with it. And finding out, investigating the places where it's not functioning well so that you can let go there. You can step back into your natural self. You can stop holding on to a tactic or a heuristic or a plot or whatever it is that isn't actually real, that is coming up against reality and is causing dukkha.
Hmm.